Evening all, welcome back to the channel. We are the Brits Decoding America with me, Milo, and Liz. We are going to be watching, off the back of watching a couple of videos about West Point and the cadets' first days and the first few weeks there. Loads of people have been saying, you've got to check out Air Force, Navy, and probably moreover, the Marines has been coming up time and time again. So I have a video for that. That's fun. I found a video out.
And it's brutal.
Yeah, it says
It's going to be brutal.
The brutal first day of Marine boot camp, Black Friday, as they call it. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's give it a watch. Here we go.
The United States Marine Corps trains its recruits at two primary locations, MCRD San Diego on the west coast and MCRD Paris Island on the east.
You will not run, do you understand?
Established in 1921, MCRD San Diego has
not
been
heard of
training
this.
new
I've heard of
Marines
Paris Island,
for
but I
over a
haven't heard of
century, forging generations of recruits
this
into
one.
disciplined warfighters.
It's that classic drill sergeant tip down hat, isn't it?
As new recruits arrive by bus, they are greeted by drill instructors who waste no time asserting control.
Hey, cadets! All of you look at my radio sign! This is the Marine Corps version of your...
The very first physical step into Marine Corps life begins on the iconic yellow footprints, a symbolic and literal starting point of a recruit's transformation from civilian to United States Marine.
Yes, sir! Marine Corps Policy 100! Drugs will not be tolerated! Do you understand? Yes, sir! Now, when
One line at a time, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am!
You follow up the duck now.
Upon arrival, recruits are required to surrender all personal belongings, including ID cards, mobile phones, and any civilian items.
Drill sergeant's uniform is
These
super
are either
smart, isn't
secured
it?
in
Yeah.
storage or shipped
I'm
back
super
home.
terrified.
Recruits are permitted to make one brief phone call, not for conversation, but simply to inform their families that they have arrived safely.
Off it comes.
Within the first 24 hours, all recruits receive a mandatory haircut. A complete shave that symbolizes uniformity, discipline, and the start of their new identity as part of the Marine Corps. Recruits are then issued their first uniform in the initial days, marking their official entry into training. The uniform package includes combat boots, camouflage utility uniforms, and other essential gear.
They're a bit loose.
One of the first official events is the senior drill instructor speech, where the SDI lays down the rules, expectations, and standards of conduct.
Yep, he's in charge.
Assistant in my duty squad, drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Villalobos, and drill instructor, Staff Sergeant King. Our mission is to train each one of you to become a United States Marine. A Marine is kind.
The address also introduces the chain of command and explains the structure of recruit training.
I think I'd laugh. I think it would be nervous laughter because I think of, like, you know, when you watch a film and you've got the typical drill sergeant.
I think he'd shut you up pretty damn
Oh,
quick.
he definitely would. But I think I'd get nervous laughter if he was shouting at me like that. Also, he looks like Vin Diesel, so.
I've always wondered about the hats, whether it's purely the fact that having it tilted forward in the manner, and clearly it's fitted to tilt forward because you can see the band at the back. But is it because it is a menacing look, right? When they come up towards you and it's shading their eyes,
Yes.
it looks mean. And is that the whole point behind it? Is it to look mean? I don't know if there's any other sort of history behind it of why it's like that, but I guess it's
No,
just.
I don't know.
I guess it just looks
I don't
badass.
know. But I'm either laughing or crying if he's shouting at me like that.
Yeah.
Everything that it does.
Drill instructors are elite Marines who have completed an approximately 11-week course at drill instructor school.
And spirit. We will give every effort to train you, even after some of you have given up for yourselves. Starting now.
That tests not just their physical endurance, but also their leadership and instructional skills.
Nothing less than that from you. We will treat you as we do our fellow Marines, with firmness, fairness, dignity, and compassion. At no time will you be physically.
Their mission, to instill discipline, respect, and military bearing in every recruit.
I expect you to report such incidents immediately to me or to one of my drill instructors. Further, if you feel I have mistreated you, I expect you to report it to your series commander, Captain Huddleston.
Would you report him?
From now on, my drill instructors and
I bet there are 0.0 complaints.
No, okay.
Recruits are required to address drill instructors respectfully, using terms like sir or ma'am, a practice that reinforces hierarchy and respect for authority.
Absolutely.
And without question, treat all Marines and recruits with courtesy and respect. You will not physically abuse or verbally threaten.
Drill instructors conduct daily inspections, physical training sessions, and close order drill, building the habits and discipline necessary for military life.
The properties of others. A Marine never steals. You must work hard to strengthen your body. Be proud of yourself and the uniform you wear. Above all else, never quit or give up. For we or for you, the challenge.
And from the very beginning, it is made clear, failure to comply has consequences.
Now, ears! Ears! And books! When I tell you to, and only when I tell you to, you will stand up and shake out your legs. Do you understand? Yes, sir! Stand up and shake.
They could hire him for computer games. He could be the guy when you're playing a computer game that's in the back of the aircraft shouting orders at you before you jump out and parachute. And maybe he was at some point, right?
I mean,
He's got that war speech kind of character to him. His voice sounds
Yes.
very commanding, obviously, but it's kind of got that reinforced. I'm going to do what he says for sure. I'm absolutely going. I'll follow him. If he's jumping out of the plane, I'll follow him.
But can you imagine having to talk like that for a lot of the time? It must be exhausting, just talking like that.
Yeah. Do you think they all, at the end of day one,
I need a big cup of tea.
a lemsip?
Yeah,
Do you know,
my
a couple of
throat's-
lozenges.
My throat's absolutely burning.
Yeah. Probably. Day two, all a bit quiet.
The depot spans approximately 388 acres, nestled between San Diego Bay and the city's international
Old
airport.
site.
Say something, you will scream at the top of your lungs. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, sir. I tell you to, and only when I tell you to, your side is going to power walk and stand on line in front of your gear. Do you understand? Yes, sir. This side, get on line up. Aye, sir. This side, get on line up. Aye, sir.
Then comes the moment recruits never forget. Training day one, known unofficially as Black Friday. This marks the transition from the administrative receiving phase to full-on military training.
What is happening?
I don't mean to keep pausing it, but one legitimate question I have here is around all the beds down the left, down the right. Very, very, very fine. Yep, lovely. But there's one bed in the middle.
If you've been naughty.
Do you think that's what it is?
If you've been naughty, you're sleeping in that bed in the middle.
Do you think that's what it is?
That's your time-out bed.
Or is it for like, do they have a supervisor that also sleeps in there with them? Or something. I don't know. I'm completely hypothetical. I just noticed that there's that one
Yeah, I
bed
can see it
completely
now.
separate. I'm trying to think what it was for, but we'll carry on.
On pickup day, the drill instructors return, not as brief figures of authority, but now as the permanent faces of boot camp. The tone shifts instantly. Recruits are pushed into formation, given loud commands, and introduced to military
scary.
structure and
He's
expectations.
definitely, you don't want to mess with him.
Recruits are assigned to new platoons, the basic unit they'll train with throughout boot camp.
Why is it so loud?
This is where unit identity begins to form, and the focus on teamwork and accountability intensifies.
Online, ready, move. Okay, zero.
Each recruit's gear is inspected. Drill instructors ensure that
There is a
everyone
chap there by
has
that
the
bed.
correct uniform pieces and equipment.
Maybe it's just because there's not enough beds. Space
Yeah,
even, sorry.
it could literally be that, couldn't it?
Any discrepancies are handled immediately, reinforcing the Marine Corps' obsession with attention to detail.
Every time I say ready, move, it should be like an explosion. Do you understand? Okay, scream at the top of your lungs.
The remainder of the day is spent under constant observation and correction. Recruits begin learning how to properly wear and maintain their gear. Every mistake, no matter how small, is met with immediate instruction or discipline.
Will your linen touch the deck? Do you understand? Yeah! No time will your linen touch the deck. Do you understand? Yeah! Linen on top of the rack. Ready, move.
The entire atmosphere is designed to be high stress. The goal? To begin breaking bad habits formed during civilian life and build the foundation of Marine Corps discipline.
Every time you hear me say ready, move. Zero.
And you can see how they're going to get
For
that
many,
that discipline.
Black Friday
Yeah.
is the moment reality sets in. It's remembered by nearly every Marine as the start of something much bigger than themselves. Drill instructors undergo voice training to ensure their commands are sharp, loud, and unrelenting.
They probably do have vocal exercises as well.
Yeah. Because I mean, that would just absolutely savage your throat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think
Capable of projecting across
though
wide
he was saying about this is where reality starts to set in, and this is all about breaking habits from civilian life and all that. I bet the recruits, even though this is day one, now that they're there, they're in their camouflage gear, they have a bunk assigned to them, despite the fact they're being shouted at. I bet they feel somewhat proud inside, don't they, for making it there,
Yeah.
for being there and doing that.
Yeah.
I bet they feel immensely proud at the same
I
time.
would think so, yeah.
Distances and over the sounds of chaos. Their voices are trained to endure 10 to 12 hours of yelling per day, often in extreme conditions, without losing clarity or command presence. Boot camp spans 13 weeks, divided into 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 focuses on building basic physical fitness, introducing military customs, and laying the foundation of discipline and teamwork. Phase 2 includes combat skills training, featuring the Marine Corps' signature marksmanship program, along with bayonet techniques and hand-to-hand combat.
Again, sweaty now. I wonder how desirable the drill sergeant's job is. Like if you've been in the Marines and you're coming out of, having done tours of duty or whatever your position was within the Marines, I'm assuming you're a regular Marine, and then when you go off and specialise into different things or whatnot, one of those things is you can be a drill sergeant and help to train the next generation of soldiers. And I wonder is it a really coveted position for people to go for? Is it just one that's, if you get drill sergeant, you get drill sergeant?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether...
I feel like it'd be quite rewarding, training those sort of, in much the same way as a teacher, right? You see these guys develop and flourish. So I wonder if it is quite a desirable job.
I suppose you feel, perhaps if you feel that you really want to prepare the next lot for what they're gonna have to deal with.
You feel like you really make a difference.
And you feel like I need to help them be prepared for what they're going to see, then it would be an ideal position, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
The final phase culminates in the crucible, A grueling 54-hour field exercise that tests endurance, mental resilience, and unit
4
cohesion.
hours.
This is the day recruits realize there's no turning back. Whatever expectations they had are gone. Black Friday marks the point of no return.
Well, they say that, but presumably they can leave if they want to.
Well, no, they've signed a contract.
Oh.
Drill.
At this point, how long is it for?
I mean, obviously, I have no idea how the American military works in this way, but I'm assuming, like the British military, once you've signed a contract, you're in. They can decide not to have you, and they can say, sorry, you're not our class, you're not our caliber, you're not going to be our type of guy.
Right.
But I'm assuming at this point, they will have gone through medicals and things to make sure that they sort of check the basic boxes for the military,
Yeah.
and then they come here to do their basic training and move on through that. But I believe by this point, they will have signed a contract.
Oh, see, I thought it was once the sort of boot camp, throughout the boot camp bit, you could change your mind.
Oh, I really don't know. I don't know if this is like a selection where they'll be whittling them off, like they don't intend to take everybody through. Is this one of those things where, because they're an elite fighting force, do they say, you know, we only take the very best, we get this many applicants every year, but we're only going to take, like the Gurkhas in the UK army, right?
Yeah.
They'll have tens of thousands of lads apply every year, or every selection year, but they may only take like 4%, I think it is, something like that.
Right.
So I wonder if this is a thing where they say, you know, we actually get quite a lot of interest in the Marines out of all the forces, and we'll take whatever. We'll test loads of them and we'll take this much. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm speculating.
I don't know.
Drill instructors waste no time. Every barked command, every rapid movement demanded is part of a calculated effort to erase hesitation and hardwire instant obedience.
Underneath the rack, tight to the fat pole. Toes towards the corner, dead, ready, move.
Drill instructors teach basic facing movements, left face, right face, about face, ensuring every step and turn happens in perfect, unified motion.
Jungle boots on line, ready, move. And that is up to 5, 3, 2, 1, 2.
Even the smallest actions become deliberate. Sitting, standing, speaking, all are restricted to when permission is granted. It's a system built to condition total control, one command at a time. More than 17,000 recruits graduate from MCRD San Diego each year, according to recent Marine Corps statistics. With a graduation rate of around 90%, it remains a critical pipeline for producing the next generation of Marines.
This recruit! Aye, sir! Aye, sir! Aye, sir! Aye, sir! Aye, sir!
The Marine Corps is widely regarded as the elite fighting force of the U.S. military, known for its rapid deployment capabilities and combat readiness across the globe.
5 seconds! 5 seconds! Take it out! Aye, sir! Take it out, take it out, take it out! Aye, sir! Take it out!
It's all that training to work in
And at
high
the
stress,
core
though,
of
isn't it?
Marine
I mean, this is day
I
one,
know.
but
the
it's...
motto
I know.
Semper Fi, short for Semper Fidelis, Latin for always faithful.
Interesting.
It's a commitment not just to country, but to fellow Marines and the values they represent.
This you do! And that's our gun, do you understand? Yes, sir!
If you're enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
I am enjoying the content. IMD Aviation channel. Be sure to give them a like and subscribe. It's interesting. That's day one.
Yes, not for me.
It's intense, isn't it? Wow.
It's not for me.
That is super intense.
I
It's everything I expected it to be.
I don't like being shouted at.
You haven't got to go, you know that. Right?
I'm panicking now that I've got to go. I don't like being shouted at like that. It doesn't motivate me to do things.
Huge respect for the guys and gals going in there.
Beyond.
It is what I expect to see from them on day one. You know, getting all their stuff together and getting shouted at. I kind of expect that, and I think most military should expect that.
Absolutely. You're not there to be sort of ushered in gently.
No.
That's not the point.
No,
So
absolutely
I
not.
completely get that.
No. I want to dig more into the Marines as well as we go through, because I seem to remember there's a sort of an interesting history to the Marines, and I'd like to dig into that and understand a bit more about the Marines, because I believe they have certain freedoms that the other branches of the military don't have. So I want to dig into the history of where the Marines came from and why they are considered such an elite fighting force. But also, probably more sooner rather than later, I want to check out, what do they call it, the Crucible.
Yes, I've actually about 54, was it 54 hours?
54 hours.
54 hours.
As a bit of a test of at the end of their basic training. 54 hours of...
Doing goodness knows what.
Yeah.
Do you know what also I'd be somewhat interested in is how it differs, if it differs, for the female recruits, because there aren't any female recruits in that one. But we did see a female drill sergeant.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just,
just
to see the differences.
I'm going to guess they don't bunk in the same area, but I should imagine. I mean, on the West Point video, they were saying that at West Point themselves, they had a fairly good rate of females coming into that branch.
And we did see
of military, and
we saw them, didn't we, talking to some of the family members.
Yeah.
And there were a few sisters or little sisters saying, "Yeah, my brother and sister are in it. I want to go into it."
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd be interested to see what sort of percentage of men to women were coming into the Marines these days.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's still heavily dominated by males. But,
I would think so.
But even if it was 10% women, I think that's probably a fair statistic.
Yeah. I'd just be interested to see if any differences.
Yeah. And then we should try and find out as well just the general differences between the branches of what makes them, I suppose it ties into the history as well, but what makes them so much more an elite unit compared to regular army or navy or whatnot, and what do they specialise in when it comes to operations?
Yes.
You know, when do you pull that lever that says send in the Marines?
Marines, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good stuff. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Much respect to all the boys and girls in there.
Absolutely.
And
but
yes,
safe to say I won't be signing up. I think we can just tick that one off. Tick that one off.
Yeah. But yeah, stick with us. We'll check out some more, and we'll see you again.
See you next time.
Bye.